Hello everyone, I am Alka193 and welcome to a new Pokémon Vortex video. A few things have happened and there's a few things I would like to talk about. One of them is related to the Unown event, so let us just start with that. A good amount of you already know that Pokémon Vortex has a Discord server. And in that Discord server, every hour on the hour there is a quiz, and if you win that quiz, then you get a Cosmog. Occasionally, it's a unique Cosmog, but obviously to make the rarities work, generally it's a normal Cosmog. But sometimes you'll get a rare one, and that is very nice. However, suddenly yesterday, middle of the day, or maybe start of evening, I don't remember the exact time it started, but all of a sudden, it didn't say you might win a Cosmog. It said, you might win an Unown Zero. And I happened to be online at the time, and I thought, wait, what? And a lot of other people noticed. Quite a lot of others. Suddenly, we were racing for the new event Pokemon. And if you have Discord, then by all means go for it, because you have an additional chance to get yourself an Unown Zero, an Unown 1, because those are possible as well. It's random which one of the two it is. And then it's also possible, just like with the Cosmogs, to get unique ones. Like, a few minutes before I started recording this video, we just had a quiz for a Dark Unown 1. And obviously someone won that. Now, for those that don't know the quiz too well, it's basically, who's that Pokemon? Times 10. You have to answer very quickly. If you answer quick enough and you get it right, then you get a ticket. And after 10 rounds, a random ticket is chosen and that person wins. So obviously if you have 10 tickets, if you got everything correctly and you were on time with all of them, then you have a higher chance of getting the Cosmog, or in this case, the Unown. But even someone with just 2 tickets could win. The chance is still there, but they have a lower chance, which I feel is fair. So everyone still has a chance to get what you want. So if you haven't had the luck of finding an Unown Zero or an Unown 1, or if you don't have the money or the Pokemon to trade for or to buy Unown Zeros and Unown 1s, if you don't have the time to hunt, there can be many reasons why you might not have an Unown 1 or an Unown 0. So if any of those are true, or maybe if all of them are true for you, then I would recommend go to Pokemon Vortex on Discord, go to their Discord server. Obviously, you need to have Discord to do this, and join the quiz. And if you happen to win the quiz, then you get some fancy stuff. And in this case, that is event Pokemon, Unown. Also, what you might have seen me do while I was explaining about the Unowns and about the quizzes, I have caught 2 Pokemon that I already had, and they were both normals. Why? What am I doing? Well, I did say there were a few updates. 3 in total. And that one of them was related to the event. That was the Unown quiz. Well, the Cosmog quiz changing to Unown quiz. Well, there are 2 other things which actually, well, were announced either yesterday or even before that. One of them took effect yesterday, but I never realized this until, well, late yesterday, while it's been going on for an hour for almost a day already. And if I realized this yesterday, then I would have made the video earlier already. What am I talking about? Well, I'll show you. Because on the Pokemon Vortex forums, you have the Into the Unown event here. I showed this to you yesterday already with all the Braille. No, yesterday, but in the previous video with all the Braille and some information about specifically the Into the Unown event. However, from the 14th of February to the 14th of November, throughout most of the year, we are celebrating Pokemon Vortex's 10th anniversary, because it's 10 years ago that Patrick officially took over from what was Pokemon Crater and is now Pokemon Vortex. And we've had some events in February, and I hadn't really thought of checking back here too often. But as it says here, be sure to keep checking back for updates on what's to come over the months, and there have been a few new reveals. Like on March 2nd, we had Furfrou Diamond promo code exclusive auctions listed. And from March 7th to 12th, and that is the thing that took effect yesterday already, which I only noticed at the end of the day when I heard people talking about it, double experience will be awarded from all trainer battles. This really helps with training. If you want to get high EXP, therefore high points in the rankings, that's really useful. I'm going to go into a little more detail about that in a little bit. Another thing that'll be really important for many people, especially Pokédex completionists like myself, one of the hardest things, besides just getting certain events and donation Pokemon, is getting happiness evolutions, because it just takes a long time. Getting a Pokemon to level 100, or to get them to level 54, or whatever when they evolve, isn't too difficult. But happiness evolutions take a very long time. Now, I want to call them friendship evolutions because that's the official term used in the main games. Pretty sure on Vortex it's listed as happiness, so I'll call that happiness for here. Happiness awarded from wild and trainer battles will be tripled, which means that 3 times faster than normal you can evolve your Pichus to Pikachus. 3 times faster than normal you can evolve your Igglybuffs to Jigglypuffs. 3 times faster than normal, you can get Eevee into Sylveon. And obviously, there's many more happiness evolutions. You have your Golbat into Crobat as well, and many more. But those take a long time. And I've made 2 tutorial videos in the past on Pokemon Vortex, and I've really considered making one on happiness and on how to consistently and quickly train that, but I've never really felt I knew enough about it to really make that video. However, especially knowing that this is coming up, what I'm currently thinking is on March 15th, the first of the 3 days of that event, I'm just gonna train some Pokemon for the happiness, and then late on the 15th, or maybe at the start of the 16th, I will make a tutorial video on happiness and what it does, how the functions work, because it's quite a hidden stat, happiness. It's not a lot is known about it for just the regular casual player that doesn't look into details too much. Now, as I'm talking about the tutorial videos anyway, if you search for Auka, if I just type it correctly, Auka 1993 Pokemon Vortex, you'll see my Vortex playthrough at the top, and then the 2 tutorial videos that I have made so far. One that explains all about legendary Pokemon and different kinds of legendary Pokemon that exist, with over 15,000 views already, which is very cool. And then one that goes into how to get quick and easy experience in Pokemon Vortex, which already has 13,000 views, which is way more than than most of my other videos. So that shows how much, and with a lot of comments and positive comments on them as well, I feel they're really useful, and I get a lot of positive feedback on them as well. So I'm going to refer in a moment, because we have this double experience event going right now. In a second, I'm going to talk about quite a few things that are listed in this quick and easy EXP tutorial. I may explain something a little bit. I'm not going to go into any details, but if you want to know more about the quick and easy EXP, how to get it quickly and easily, and that would be very useful if you want to make use of this double EXP event, then I suggest just type Alka193 Pokemon Vortex, click on the quick and easy EXP video, and that explains everything you need to know in detail. Now, earlier, I was catching some Pokemon, and those were all Pokemon with immunities. I got a Stuffle, I got a Golett, I got a Cubone. They all have immunities. I'm not catching every immunity Pokemon. I'm purposely going for just the level 9s and belows. I could get the higher ones as well, but I'm going for the level 9s and belows because the lower the level, the higher the more EXP I get from immunity battles, which I'll get to in a bit, but is also explained in that video that I just referred to, and also the more money I get from them. So just in my idea, I'm just catching a few more Pokemon. You know what? I'll catch a shiny Gibble as well because I really like shiny Gibble and its looks. Bite again, and then bite once more, and then we'll throw a scratch in there. Then it's pretty weak, and we'll throw a Pokeball, and it's going to stay in the ball. Thank you. So I'm just getting some Pokemon with immunities. Now, what am I doing this for? Well, let's actually just show you after I catch this Helioptile. Let's change my team around. Let's get a Cubone in here because I caught a Cubone. I caught a Golett. Where's that low-level Golett? I seem to have quite a lot of Goletts. I have quite a lot of Golets. You know what, I'll just take another Golett, because I saw a Shadow level 7 one. Alright, 8? 8 then. Quite a lot of Golets that I can train, pretty cool. Stuffle. Where's the Stuffle? I thought I saw a low level Stuffle that I caught. There we go. And then we had that level 16 Gibble. The shiny one, there we go. Avalug, and then we caught a Helioptile. There. Now, what am I going to do with this? I am going to play against trading accounts. Cubone is a ground type Pokemon, and the trading account for ground types is Groudon. What exactly is a trading account? Well, it's basically an account set up to help you train specific types of Pokemon. In this case, ground types, generally that come with ground moves, can hit the opposing Pokemon, in this case Aggron, 4 times super effectively to deal more damage. Meanwhile, the Pokemon that you face, these Aggron or Aeron or Lairon or whatever you might be facing here, only know moves that you are immune to. Therefore, I'm looking for immunity Pokemon to properly make use of this. There's training accounts for Fire as well, for example, but because Fire doesn't have an immunity, it's a lot harder to use these training accounts. Once again, more details about that in this quick and easy tutorial video. Every detail you want to know is there. Now to give you a little view of what happens. This is just a tiny little level 9 Cubone. It comes with the move Bone Club. Let's see how much damage that does. If it hits, 59 damage, Bone Meringue, 45. So we'll keep going with Bone Club because it's dealing more. Needs a few hits, not that many because Bone Club is a decently strong move. Obviously this will take a little longer if you have a level 6 Pokemon because it just has less power, and if, let's say, its only ground move would be Mud Slap, which is a weaker move. In that case it'll just take a bit longer, but because the opponent only knows moves that you are immune to, they will never damage you, and even a tiny level 6 Diglett will beat this team of 6 level 100 Aggron. Normally you'd expect them to know like Earthquake or Rock Slide or Iron Head and completely obliterate you. But not this time, because that is what training accounts are for. They help you train up your Pokemon. And magically, 66,666 experience points for this Cubone, and also 16,667 Pokédollars. We go to modify our team, and we have a level 100 Cubone. It's pretty nice, right? It was started as a level 9, and now it is all the way up there. Now with this double EXP event, I must have mentioned this in the tutorial video, but with the double EXP active, there's a certain level that'll always get you immediately to level 100. There's a simple calculation for that. That's also in that video, and that you can use to see, okay, at what level do I immediately go to level 100? Because let's say this level, I'll just go with this Gibble immediately, because I don't expect this Gibble to immediately go to level 100. However, because the double EXP event is active, I do expect it to be somewhat close, in which case you just need to take a little longer. Now notice how Gibble is 7 levels higher than the Cubone, but it's using Sand Tomb, a much weaker move than Bone Club, so it deals around the same damage. A dark Pokemon, which deals 25% more damage, will have a quicker time doing this than any of the others, because this is all about you dealing the damage. As long as you have the immunity, that's fine, you can work with it, but the darks just make it a bit quicker. It doesn't mean you can't train non-darks though. I suggest just catch every immunity Pokemon you can, especially the lower level ones. Because as you're going to see, if you remember actually, the experience points and the money that Cubone gave us, and you compare it to what this little Gibble is going to give to us in a second, you'll see that there is a pretty big difference. 37,500 experience points, that's still a lot of experience, and 22,500 Pokédollars is still quite a lot of Pokédollars. But that is a lot less than what the Cubone gave us, and the very simple reason for that is Cubone was lower leveled. The amount of money you get and the amount of EXP a Pokemon gets from a battle is you get that from a very simple calculation that compares the total levels of all Pokemon you've used in that battle, and if you've only used one level 9 Pokemon, then that's just 9, and you compare it to the total level of the opponent's Pokemon. And in training accounts, all the opponent's Pokemon are level 100, so the total is 600. Compare 9 to 600, it's a different comparison than 16 to 600. It's not as big of a difference. Now, Shiny Gible is level 91, so you can easily evolve it into Gabite, into Garchomp, and you can, because it is now much stronger, very quickly go through that same battle again to get it to level 100 when you want that. But as you can see, in this case, it is better to have a lower level immunity Pokemon and work with that to get quick money. No, not trading Groudon, we are a normal type, so which one was that again? I think for normal types there are two, either mirror or normal units, and it all depends on the moves that your Pokemon has. This Pokemon does not have a good fighting move. It does have a dark move, so we are going with Myrrh. Brutal Swing is just 12. This is 10. Yeah. As you can see, very little damage from the Stuffle. But Bayonet isn't doing anything back. And if you just keep this up, have a little bit of patience for this battle, then you'll get 100,000 experience points and also a lot of money to buy items with. I should notice the EXP is always set in the calculation. There is a little bit of a randomizer thingy for the money, so that can slightly increase. There's no, pretty sure it's still like the bigger the difference in levels, the more money, but there's also slight random multiplier that might be added to it. But yeah, 100,000 experience points, and considering 500 is one level, that means 1,000 is 2 levels. This Stuffle, in this one battle, gained enough experience to gain 200 levels. 200! If there was no level cap at level 100, this would now be a level 206 Stuffle. Yeah, easy EXP. Also get you points for the rankings, and apparently in the local trainers I went from 12 to like 16, and now I'm suddenly back up to 14. Sometimes I feel like these people just disappear or something. I'm not really sure what's up with that. But yeah, let's train the others. There we go. Get EXP for Golett. Some EXP for Shadow Golett. And Helioptile gains some experience as well. And as you can see, from all of those battles, only Shiny Gible, which was at level 16, didn't make it to level 100. I think this double EXP event, it's level 13 and lower that will automatically make it to level 100. The rest will get pretty darn close. So if you want to make use of this, catch a bunch of immunity Pokemon. That's my recommendation. Now let's check if we actually have their evolutions. Wait, I can just do that with the little Pokedex thing here on the side. Heliolisk. Already have that. Marowak. I don't have an Alolan Marowak yet, so I'm going to keep this Keybone. I'll evolve into an Alolan Marowak once I get to Alola in the side quests again. Garchomp. Have shiny Mega as well. Gabite. I have a shiny as well, so just keep it as a shiny. And if I have another shiny Gible as well, I'll just put the one that's lower in EXP for trade. Let's go Lurk. Have all of the Golurks, so same goes for Golett. I might actually evolve it. Not really sure yet. And then let's check Beware. Pretty sure I have one already. No, I don't actually have a Beware. So this level 206 Stuffle is now going to evolve into a level 206 Beware, which is amazingly powerful. I am now going to switch my team back and hunt for a little longer for some Unowns and catch some immunity Pokemon along the way, so to use in this double EXP event. Now, I'm not really doing it to evolve too many things. Although I guess I will be evolving quite a lot. Maybe that'll just be in the next video, just a compilation of me trading a bunch of things. I think that'd be somewhat interesting to see. Because I am completing my Pokédex, and there's, even though I have over half of the Pokemon, there are still quite a lot of Pokemon that I do not yet have. So it might be interesting to see that. Let's see, I think, did I have a Pineco? No, Darumaka. I think I had a Darumaka, Mystic Darumaka, I think, like level 11? Metallic? What did I have? I had a Darumaka before. I don't remember which kind. I think I had it around level 11. Let's take the 14 one, and I'll just check the video later, like while editing, and then change it back. And then I had an Evolug for when I see some rare Pokemon that I want to weaken. And then finally Spiritomb for when I want to weaken. No, that's not how you spell Spiritomb. For when I want to weaken a legendary or something like that, and it needs to stall for some time before they will finally get in that dang ball. Just like Nebby doesn't want to get in the bag. Okie dokie. I choose this map. We're going to walk around just a little longer. See if we can find an Unown. And hey! It's a fighting Dark type. Dark has immunity, and I said I'll get level 9 and below ones. Actually, I'm gonna go get level 13 and below ones because of this double EXP event. That was dumb. And I don't want this Panzer to gain any more EXP, so I'm just going to log out and log back in. And because I didn't click on continue, I don't get the EXP. That is also something very important to note that I sometimes see come by on the forums. Like, yeah, I caught this Pokemon, but it didn't show up in my inventory. Once you have caught a Pokemon, and I'll actually show you this in a second, it says it has been caught, but you have to click on continue. If you now click on maps and click on something, you don't have the Pokemon. Click continue. Now it says you have captured the wild Stuffle. From this point on, you can click on any button and you'll still have the Stuffle. But you always have to click on continue or whichever other button that is similar to continue that shows up after a trainer battle, a gym battle, a wild battle when you catch something. You have to continue after that to click that button, otherwise the result isn't counted. You don't get the EXP, you don't get the money. And I make use of that when I accidentally take something out with Pants here, so that it doesn't get the EXP that I don't want on it. Originally, this Pants here was level 19, and I'd really prefer to have a level 19 shiny Pants here, because I just want to use those kinds of shiny Pants at level 19. I think with the moves it has, works very well for me with how I want to catch Pokemon. But I want to be able to nickname it, so... And I just want it to be mine. Even if someone else nicknames it the exact way that I would want to nickname the Pokemon, I wouldn't really like it. Because considering I use this shiny Pants here so much, I really want it to have my name as well. So... There's Unown now on the cave maps, on land, Unown on the ice maps as well. But occasionally I'll just be in the fire maps anyway, try and find a shiny Pants here of everything level 19 and below, because I can just train it up to level 19. It's just that, unfortunately, whenever I do that, I just don't find a shiny Pants here, which can happen. Sometimes you just don't have the luck you need. Just like with this Unown event, a good amount of people have caught quite a few of them. I've just seen 2. In a sense, I have been lucky that both of them have been shiny. One shiny Unown 1 and a shiny Unown 0. So that is pretty cool. I prefer to have them over just the normals. But yeah, I would like to have those as well. I would like to have shiny Pants here at level 19. I would like to have the entire Pokédex completed. It's going to take a very long time, especially considering some of the donation and event Pokemon that, especially the donation Pokemon that I'll never obtain the standard way, because I don't intend to spend any real life money on Vortex. I just don't want to spend any real life money on basically any video game. Only on Super Smash Bros., on Smash 4, and on Mario Kart 8 have I spent real life money to get DLC. Any other game with DLC, I never get it, as long as you need to pay for it, because I find things to be expensive very early. I'm also very careful with my money. And that goes for Vortex as well. I don't want to spend the money on Vortex. Dark Roll, I should have that already, don't I? Or is that one of the few regular wilds that I'm missing? Because I'm missing some. Yeah, I am. Missing quite a few of them already. So that is very nice. I would like to catch this Dark Roll. There's 3 bites into, and I will catch that. And then I think I will say goodbye for this video. Remember, the double EXP event is currently going on. Will go all the way to March 12th. Refer to the Pokemon Vortex V4 tutorial, Quick and Easy EXP by me. Just type Alka103 Pokemon Vortex in the YouTube search bar. You'll find it very easily. All the details about how to get quick and easy experience for every Pokemon in any different kind of way. It's all right there. If you have any questions, it's extremely likely that it's answered in that video. Starting on March 15th through to March 17th, happiness will be awarded. Happiness award will be tripled from wild and trainer battles. Notice that the double EXP is only from trainer battles, not wild battles, just trainers. For wild and trainer battles, happiness, that's coming up pretty soon. And as I did say before, the quizzes in the Pokemon Vortex Discord server. Now, I don't know for how long, but they give unknowns. Unown 1 and Unown 0. The 2 special Unown for the Into the Unown event. So if you want to get them, go to the Discord server. Alright, that'll be it for this video. I'm going to see you all in the next one. Once I catch this Dark Cleffa, which I might actually use in that happiness tutorial. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.